What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another predicted lineup video, and obviously it is the big one. It is the North London derby this weekend at the Emirates, the first North London derby of the season, and we cannot be more pumped up for it. I can't wait to get to the Emirates. I can't wait for that North London atmosphere. And let's get into the team news just before we get into the predicted lineup.
Yeah, so Lucas Moura is back in full training, which is a big boost ahead of the North London derby, considering the way he started the season. Unfortunately for Bergwijn and Session, they remain out, and Bergwijn as well. When it comes to him, Nuno's saying he's not okay, and he doesn't have a time frame on when he's going to be back available. So we'll see what happens with Bergwijn. But good to have Lucas back involved and adds options to our attacking lineup. Definitely.
It's definitely a big plus having Lucas Moura available. But let's get into the lineup. We're going for a 4-3-3 formation. In goal, obviously Hugo Lloris, a mainstay at the back, obviously our number one goalkeeper, and obviously our captain as well. So he will most definitely be playing.
Yep.
Let's look at the right back situation as well. So we've got Tanganga, we've got Emerson, and we've got Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty really in the last North London derby was a big part of why we lost. We're going to go with Japhet Tanganga, seeing as we're going to need someone really solid like him at right back this time.
And you remember how well he played in the pre-season game against Arsenal as well. He was really up for that one, and I think having a player like Tanganga who's gonna really know what it means playing North London derby. He's going to be really aggressive. That's why I want him in. And maybe we might lose a bit going forward, but I think defensively, with potentially Tierney and Saka down his side, we're going to need someone who's really solid. And I think that's why we're picking Tanganga.
Centre-back options, we're going to go for Christian Romero as the first centre-back on the right-hand side. He's done really well since coming back in, and so I just call him to keep up the same work without the couple of niggling mistakes in the last game.
Yeah, if he can cut those out, I'm sure he's going to have a brilliant game in this one. So I'm backing him to start. And I think he's had a really solid showing on Wednesday despite a few iffy moments, and if he can cut those out, I think he's going to be a real big player for us.
And alongside him, we could have gone for Davinson Sanchez, but we're going for Eric Dyer, just because he's that a bit more of a presence back there than Davinson Sanchez, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also he feels the North. We know how Dyer can feel North London derby. If you remember the shushing of the crowd a couple of years ago after he scored, and also he's a bit more comfortable in playing on the left-hand side of defence than Sanchez is. Despite, in my opinion, Sanchez maybe having a bit of a better season so far, I think Dyer plays in this one.
Left back, we're going to look at Sergio Reguilon. Defensively, he's been pretty good this season. Going forward, which is probably his strongest point, he hasn't been the greatest going forward as of yet, but I would call on him to kind of improve his product, his final product in the final third.
Well, took a great penalty on Wednesday, though, didn't he? Took a brilliant penalty coming in just for that. But yeah, look, he's got to start Reggie in this one. We're going to need powerful fullbacks, and I think that's the way to go with Reggie and Tanganga there.
Yeah. Defensive midfielder in the middle three, we're going to go for Ollie Skip. He's definitely going to know what a North London derby means, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to need his desire and passion, which he showed on Wednesday night. We're going to need that brilliant tackling ability, which he showed up against Adama Traore a few times. And for his first London derby, I'm sure he's going to be very, very keen to put his stamp on it. So I'm looking forward to Ollie Skip's performance if he does start, and I think he will.
Alongside him, the second of the three is going to be Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and we know with his run-in with Arteta just before the season started in that pre-season, he knows what the North London derby is all about, and if he brings just an ounce of his passion and his energy, that's exactly what we're going to need in that middle of the park.
Yeah, it's interesting enough though, in the last two games against Chelsea and against Wolves, Nuno has gone with a kind of one defensive midfielder and two kind of more offensive like Dele and Ndombele with a defensive midfielder. But what I'm expecting him is to give Højbjerg a bit more license to go forward, but also have him in the team for that solidity. So I think Højbjerg comes in. Obviously, he's obviously going to start, but I think he starts with Skippy, because I just think up against a tricky midfield, which Arsenal have, we're going to need a bit more solidity. As much as we're going to need creativity, you're going to need Skip and Højbjerg in there to have that fight.
And to make up the middle three, it's a toss-up really between Ndombele and Dele Alli. And as you can see, we have gone for Ndombele because he provides that X factor on the pitch going forward, something that Dele Alli has been lacking of late.
Yeah, and we're going to need him. And also, he's got protection there with Højbjerg, with Skip, with Tanganga right back as well, filling in defence. So I think he's got a lot lot of cover, and I think that's enough for us to have Ndombele in the team. And if we is quiet a couple of times, we should have enough cover in behind him. So I think we need Ndombele because he offers something no one else in this team offers, and that's just that spark of magic in the centre of the park. And if he can do some of that in this game, then we're going to be difficult to handle.
Definitely. So let me just run through that back line and midfield with you one more time. As that's Hugo Lloris in goal, Japhet Tanganga right back, Reguilon left back, Dyer and Romero in the centre back positions with a middle three of Skip, Højbjerg and Ndombele. Right hand side of the attack, we're going to go for a return for Lucas Moura. Bit harsh on Gil to miss out on this one.
Yeah, I think Gil would have started if Lucas wasn't back, because I think he had a great game on Wednesday night. But unfortunately, Lucas's return, I think it's unfortunate, but also gives us options off the bench. You know, Gil can come on and provide something different as well if things aren't working. So I think with Lucas's endeavour and his dribbling ability and ability to get us out of tight situations, I think he's got to be in this game. And he's played in a few North London derbies as well, and he knows how to up his game in a big way. So Lucas definitely, for me, comes in if he's fit, and he also offers that work rate. I know Gil has good work rate as well, but Lucas kind of gets those tackles in. So I think we've got to start Lucas.
So does Gil, to be honest. Look how he dealt with Adama.
Yeah, more tackles in the opposition half I'm talking about, which Gil, I'm sure he can, but he hasn't done that as of so much.
All right, and up top, we're going to look at obviously Harry Kane, and on the left, it's going to be Heung-min Son, so the dynamic duo of Kane and Son, with Lucas making up the front three.
Yeah.
So that's the lineup. We're going for Lloris in goal, Tanganga right back, Reguilon left back, Dyer and Romero in the centre back positions, Skip, Ndombele and Højbjerg in the middle, Son on the left, Lucas on the right, and Kane up top. I mean, it's a balanced team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And I think that should be a team with enough fight, enough attacking talent as well to make Arsenal think going back the other way. And it should have enough fight that we don't get bullied or we don't have any lack of a battle in us, like we have done in previous years. So that's what I'm looking for this game. I don't want us to get overrun or overpowered in any sort of way. And I think that lineup should help with that.
Do you think there's a possibility for Dele Alli to be in this team in the middle three instead of an Ndombele, or maybe instead of even a Skip?
Yeah. Well, as I said before, Nuno in his past two games has played a defensive midfielder with two more offensive players. So,
but what's Dele Alli considered as now?
Yeah, I still think he's an offensive player. I still think it's considered that. So, you know, he could very much even play Ndombele, Dele, and Højbjerg in a three. I've got a feeling he could do that. But with Skip having such a good game, and I think in this North London derby he could be pivotal in this game. And I don't think we can drop Ndombele. I've got a feeling Dele might start, but I'm going for Ndombele just because I think that what he's provided on the ball in the past few games has been electric. I know he's made some mistakes, but I think we need what he provides on the ball, and we just need to cover for him. So that's what I feel. And I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for Højbjerg, Dele and Ndombele, or Dele, Skip and Højbjerg, or that three as well. But this is the three I want to see. Yeah,
completely agree. So that is our lineup. I want to know your predicted lineups in the comment section below. Let's get up for this one. It is the North London derby. If this is the lineup, Sim, what score prediction are you going for?
If that's the lineup, I said 2-2 in my preview, but Lucas is back now. Does that change things slightly in our favour? I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, I went 2-1 as well. I'm going to stick with it. I might even go 2-0 because
wow,
I think that with our defensive game, you know, Tanganga there on the right, a middle two of Romero and Dyer with a Højbjerg and Skip protecting them as well. It's going to be tough for them to break us down. It really will. So if everything goes to plan, I'm going for a 2-0 win. My brother's going for a 2-1 win. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. I want to know if you agree with our lineup, and if you disagree, put your lineup in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.